This is James Lutton for Round 8 Boxing. Delighted to be joined with Frankie Stringer. Frankie, mate, how are you?
I'm all good, James. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you, mate. Obviously, big news for yourself. June 7th, you'll be fighting Kane Baker.
Yeah,
Um, Back on a big stage in a big fight. How pleased are you?
I'm made up. Now when I got the phone call off Liam, I was made up. It gave me, I just finished yoga and he gave me the phone call and it gave me that little, oof, can't wait for this now because I need to start stepping up. I've been a pro, what, 3 years now, is it? So it's time to step it up now and he's a perfect opponent for me.
Well, that's it. 2022, you turned pro, and you've built up nicely. You're obviously undefeated still. So you've got the platform now, Boxer. You signed a promotional deal with those guys. So you're making all the right steps, and this is the next one for you in this your career of yours.
Yeah,
For me, Kane Baker is obviously the biggest name on your
yeah.
career so far. How big of a step up is Kane Baker compared to your previous opponents?
Yeah, on paper it is a big step up, but the way I'm performing in the gym and I know my ability, it's not a step up. Like he's a he's a good journeyman, if that makes sense. He's like you're boxing when you want to start stepping up the levels and see what level you're at. And I know the way I'm performing in the gym, my own ability. I know I'm gonna get through Kane Baker, and then hopefully I've got another big one September. So I cannot wait.
I want to mention about your self-belief and the belief in you from the people around you as well. See, Beefy,
Uh,
Liam Smith, you're the only person that he manages.
yeah.
Joe McNally, the guys down Rotunda. Just talk about your self-belief and how far you feel that can take you and how much that sets you apart from everyone else.
That's what I mean. I've got a former world champion as my manager. I've got Joe McNally's and Declan. They're coaching world champions, and the gym's flying. So we're all bouncing off each other, and that's what I need to do. I need to just start, but no, I do believe in myself, but start believing in myself even more because I know I'm in the gym, I'm sparring now, I'm performing, and I know the people around me are telling me you need to believe in yourself because you can go far, and that's it now. So this one June, this will show everyone, and when I do put a masterclass performance on, people will start saying, "Oh yeah, he is coming up, he is a prospect." So people will see June.
You mentioned obviously Kane Baker in your eyes. He's a bit of a journeyman. He's somebody who's going to be there to take you a few rounds.
Yeah,
And he said himself, after or before his last fight with Giorgio Visioli, he said his career path has now changed. He is going to be that sort of gatekeeper to bring
yeah,
young prospects through like yourself. And
yeah.
in my opinion, he looked slow against Visioli. He was beaten to the punch. He didn't really see a lot that was coming. Is that the way you beat Kane Baker? Obviously, you can't stop what you can't see.
He, that's what I mean. I watched it. He did look like he's old now. And what is he? 30? He's 30 odd, isn't he? So he's had a few hard fights. It's just whatever I want to do in there, I'll do. And I think you'll see a strong performance. And you've seen me fight. I haven't had anyone yet who like actually comes to like fight. Like my last opponent, Tatenda, his name. Like he's beat a few prospects. So I'm thinking he's gonna have a go here, and he just ran away. So it's like every fight now I've had, they haven't engaged. So I'm sparring class operators like Pierce O'Leary, and like I'm not getting that. I'm sparring all these. I'm sparring Liam, and then I'm getting in the ring. And that's not happening because they're not thrown back, they're just running. So with Kane Baker, I know he's going to be there and he's going to try and have a go, and that will bring out the best Frankie.
I mean, you say it's 30 odd old. It's not that old, Frankie. It might be to you, but it's not that old, mate.
Yeah, I know. I know.
You mentioned obviously, excuse me, Kane Baker's going to stand there. He's going to have a go.
Yeah.
He's not going to run away. I mean, your last fight was very frustrating.
Yeah.
Took Jan for you in there as well. Do you feel that the more opponents like Kane Baker who will come and have a go a little bit, who will stand there, we're going to see probably more stoppages from yourself?
That's what I'm saying. The more they stand and engage, that's when you'll see the best me because I'm sparring and performing well in the gym, and you can't get that off when they're running. You just end up frustrating yourself and running around after the ring trying to get the stoppage. But with these type of opponents, you don't have to go looking because it'll be there. Because when they throw, you can slip, let your shots go, and people will start seeing the best me once I start stepping up my opponents. And this is the start in June and then September. So two big ones.
You mentioned about sparring, the likes of Pierce O'Leary is fighting for a European title soon, sparring Liam Smith, former world champion. You getting this level of sparring and this level of work in the gym, and you're surrounded by guys at that level as well, day in, day out. Surely at this stage, at what you're getting into your 10th fight, it makes your fights fairly easy, does it not?
That's what I'm saying. My last camp, I was literally getting beat up by Beefy and Pierce the whole camp, and then I got in there with that kid, and I'm like, you can't do anything what I've been doing and sparring with them, and it shows. So it's benefiting me so much, and like just the little things when we're sparring, and like we're not killing each other, but do this, try this, and that's what sparring is. You're meant to learn and practice your craft. Like I've sparred what 3 10 rounders this week with him, and then some kid Dan Francis, he's fighting for the English title against Ben Vaughan. I think he fights at 147. We done 10 rounds with him as well today, so they're just world class rounds, and it's only going to put me in good stead.
You mentioned as well after this one, another big one, September. What can you tell me about that? Obviously, the show I'm assuming is not been announced yet. I can't think of any September shows for Boxer, but
No.
how big are we talking? Another step up from Kane Baker?
Yeah, a big step up. Yeah, a bigger step up than Kane Baker. This is like a good, like little domestic fight. Hopefully, it'll be for a little title as well. So get through him June, and you'll see another good little fight for me.
So has this September fight been confirmed behind
No, not
the scenes?
confirmed, but the opponent I think's getting confirmed. But September, October. That's the dates to be ready for. Know what I mean? So
Is that good for you as well to go into this fight knowing that a win here, you can roll out into the next one straight into another camp?
big year for me.
Oh, say again, sorry.
That's what I'm saying. And I haven't really like this will be box June, and then I'll be straight back into camp. So it'll be camp straight back into camp. So I'll be flying. It'll be the most of being ready, and I need it because 10 rounders, hopefully a little title. The level's stepping up, so you need to be fit and you need to be at your best. So camp, mash Kane Baker up June, and then straight back into camp for September, October.
I want to ask you about your trainer, Joe, one of your trainers, Joe McNally. He went viral after Beefy's fight against Aaron McKenna. He went into changing rooms and he gives some lovely words, and he really showed what a nice human being he is and the gentleman that he is. How important is it to have somebody like that in your corner, and how much has Joe done for your career?
That's what I mean. I seen it myself. Everyone was complimenting when he's saying, "Boss, that's what he is. He's just a true, genuine fella who loves the game inside and out, and he'll do anything for you." Because I've been in the gym since I was what 8, 9, and I've been with him. He used to be the amateur coach in the Rotunda, so I've literally grew up with him. I've been on all these with him, so he's just a person to look up to, and to have as my coach, I'm lucky because these people like when they have coaches, they don't really know them. It's just through boxing, but I've known him all my life, so it's like a family thing, and to be like that with him and Declan the same exactly. Declan's his cousin. I've been close to all of them, so the gym's a nice tight knit group. We're all family, so it just pushes us even further. To be honest,
Definitely. One of your gym mates, Darren Till, he's back in action soon again as well. How's he been looking? Obviously, the fight was postponed
yeah.
between Manchester now and Derby. How did he cope with that, and how did he deal with that?
He's a gym rat anyway, so he loves the gym. He loves sparring. Like for 2 years he didn't fight. He was in the gym with us. He was doing the hills, just doing all the track runs, and he didn't have to because he had no fight date. But he was just in camp. He's trained, and as soon as that got cancelled, I think they had a date lined up anyway. So he was just straight back into camp. He's been sparring Nathan Qualis. I think he's boxing John Edges. Is he next week?
Yeah,
Um, Look, people come in the gym and they watch him spar, and they're surprised to tell him this. They don't believe me, but he can box. People just think like he can box, he can fight, and people come in the gym who don't see and say, "Fucking hell, he is good." And I say, "I told you," you know what I mean? And you'll see it again next week, a week today, and then he fights, and he's been flying in the gym, fit on the track, sparring, boss round. So he just needs one of them big fights, to be honest. But I don't think they'll want to fight him. The Jake Pauls and the Tommy Furies. I seen the interview with Tommy Fury. Then he just shut down right away, didn't he? So I don't reckon he won it.
well, that's what's going to come on to my last question was about. It's obviously come around again on social media and stuff like that. Tommy
Yeah,
Fury. Um, for Darren, do you think that's the biggest fight of him out there, considering the history?
yeah, it's got to be, and it's a big fight. He'll get paid well, but when I seen that interview with Tommy Fury, he literally shut it down, and as he's carrying on speaking, his dad says to the interviewer, don't he? Change the subject now, stop talking about it. So Darren must have got them, triggered them, know what I mean? But That's definitely not happened. So he needs a KSI or a Mike Perry or something big, you know what I mean, for him because he's performing in the gym and he wants to earn a good living out of it. He's in the gym all the time and he's flying, to be honest.
I know obviously the influencer side's where he's gone. That's obviously the nice money business sense for him, but is it a bit too easy for him that side?
I think it is, yeah. The way I think he could come into boxing and like be decent, to be honest. And I'm not even just saying that because I've seen him spar like good kids who sparring partner from London who've been sparring Daniel Dubois and all that. And he comes down, he goes at it with them, and they're shocked themselves because they probably think, oh, MMA fighter, but he can box. He's come from like a kickboxing background, so I think Misfits is a bit too easy, but it's the money side, and it's money for him, and they're paying well. So if why not?
No, absolutely. Well, Frankie, I'll leave it there. Thank you for your time, mate, as always. And June 7th, see you back out. And then again, hopefully September, October time.
100%. Nice one, James.
Top man.
Yeah.